Coach, through the years, your with Oklahoma's been some pretty entertaining games. Just as a competitor and a coach, has it been kind of fun to coach in this series?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of great games with Oklahoma. I think our teams are built similarly. Try and play the game the right way. Usually the games are up and down, and people score some points. And I think there's a great mutual respect between both teams. I've known Sherry a long time. She does a phenomenal job. So yeah, they've been good games, entertaining games, and we've played some big ones. So it's been a great series and one that's been fun to be a part of.
Would you kind of talk about after the Texas game in terms of just how physical teams are being with Ashley? Has kind of shown just the sense of toughness?
Oh no, she's as tough as they come, and that's the way. You know, if she does get frustrated, she does a great job of not showing it. She plays through it, and she understands that that's what this league is about. And to her credit, you know, even when it happens, you don't see her react, and she still plays well, and you know, she puts up good numbers, and you know, is working hard to impact our team. And we've got to just continue to find ways to maybe open up the court for her a little bit, and take away some of that, not just the on-ball, you know, the defender that's guarding her, but maybe some of the other people as well. But she's handled it better. I think that's one thing for sure she learned from Bridget. That's the way people guarded Bridget, and Bridget had a great way of just, you know, stone face, just go play, and don't let them see you sweat kind of thing. So very proud of her, and she's handled it really, really well.
What's that say about her maturity that as a sophomore she is handling that?
Yeah, I think that's something she came here with. I mean, she's a tough kid. She was raised that way. Don't make excuses. She understands it. I mean, she knows that she's probably, with the exception of last year, as a freshman, she was probably the target of every team she's ever played against. So she's used to this kind of treatment. It's just at this level, it's bigger, stronger, more consistent, and you just got to play through it when it's not going your way. And you know, I think as long as we can keep her in a position where she understands that and doesn't let it impact her, which I don't think it will, I think she'll play through it and continue to have the kind of year that puts her on a really short list of really good players.
How do you prepare for that kind of physical defense in practice without risking injury and fatigue?
We don't beat her up in practice. We did early in the year. We told the scout team just go for it, but you can't do that now. You know, we're past that stage, and like I told our players, it's you know, we have a lot of games to go, but the basketball season is 2/3 over, and so they've been through a lot of wear and tear on their body since June. So we don't put a green shirt on her like the quarterbacks, but we're pretty close to that probably. But we've really pulled back on that. But and the other thing is you got to be careful. You want her to have some success too in practice, and you know, sometimes when you get beat up all the time, it's hard to have success because we don't call fouls in practice, and so you're going in to shoot and you get hit and you miss a layup, you get frustrated. Well, maybe in a game that's a foul. So hopefully we've been smarter than we were earlier in the year.
Can you kind of talk a little bit more about those orders to the scout team early on to prepare her?
No, we just told them we're not going to call any fouls on you. Grab her, hit her, push her, double team her, whatever you got to do, because we knew that was coming. I mean,
that was during
all fall, really up until about the start of December. Once we got into December, we pulled it back a little bit. We just told them, go. Don't even think about it. You know, she comes in the lane, hit her. You know, because we anticipated what was coming. Not because we're that smart, but we saw what they did to Bridget. And, you know, when you have someone like Ash who's not 6'4" and not blazing fast, the way to kind of neutralize her skill set is to body her up, and teams are using multiple players on her, and you know, she draws a lot of fouls, but she also, you know, gets hit on other plays too. So, and we told her. I mean, it wasn't like she was surprised by it. She just nods and okay, whatever. So she just handles it the way she does.
Does the success that you had at Texas Tech give you some confidence going on the road again this week?
I think this league this year is going to be weird. I think Billy said this morning at our staff meeting. I think the Big 12 road teams are 8-1. So I think the way it's shaping up right now, and again, I could be totally wrong. You got Baylor being Baylor. You got West Virginia, who's really, and after that, I mean, TCU beats Texas. Texas Tech beats TCU. I mean, Oklahoma wins at Oklahoma State. We win at Tech, lose to Texas. I mean, I think this year will be one of those years where unless Baylor loses and West Virginia loses at home, I don't know that you're going to be able to say, oh, my gosh, did you see that score? I just don't see it. Now, I might be wrong, and obviously everyone's only played 1 or 2 games, but 8-1 for the road is a little unique at any standard. So I just think that's the way it's going to be. So you go play the next game, and in a weird way, we've almost played better on the road than we played at home sometimes. So that's the next game on the schedule. So hopefully we'll be ready.
How is Madison Wise and Maddie Frederick both?
Maddie Fred's still in the boot. Probably has another couple weeks for sure. Maddie Wise will dress for the game. She's going to warm up. She won't play. We're trying to ease her back. She is on the scout team a little bit. We want to see her run, get her heart rate up, get into some contact. So we're making progress. We see possibilities coming. I don't know when, but she is doing basketball-related activities, I guess is the term that they want to use. But she won't play Saturday, but it's definitely on the right track. And
Has she been able to do like fitness work?
Yeah, she's running. The fitness stuff's fine. Now she's into basketball stuff. Like I said, we put her in on the scout team a little bit, let her run, let her be engaged, and so far so good. And now it's just the next step is let her warm up, let her be, with the lights and get your heart rate up because it's a game day and things like that. So, like I said, she won't play, but we're certainly in a better place than we were 2 weeks ago for sure. Thank you all.
Thanks.